Hey water peeps, I'm Melanie Florence and this is Hot Tea for the Soul. This is a moon cycle reading, so this is something new, something fresh, and we are just coming out of that big eclipse, full moon, mega big moon, and we're, coming down, waning, going into the dark moon period and what's going to come out of that. So we're sort of, this is a cycle and it leads through this winter solstice, summer solstice, wherever you are, and obviously into the full moon. So we're going to do a bit of overall, and I'm going to build up the energy for the water element, and at the end I'm going to do some cards for each element, so each individual star sign. So if you are Cancer, it'll follow right through. If you are Scorpio, go into the description, and Pisces, go into the description, and there's a timestamp in there, and you'll be able to swap to yours at the end of the full build-up. All right, so this is really interesting. These have been interesting readings. To start with, I'm going to throw a few other cards from other decks before we get into the tarot cards, and let's see what we've got in here for Scorpio. All right. Oh, I'm not going to take this one. Let's do that again. All right. Oracle of the Hidden World. Oracle of the Hidden World. Lizzie Cavendish. What do we got? Oh, the Leap. This is so like the fall of this deck. Ecstasy, bliss, belief. All right, taking that leap, taking a leap of faith in yourself. What are people like, and really enjoying it, really joining into the ecstasy, really like letting go and enjoying your path, right, inside of this. The bliss and the belief of yourself. You know where that stands. All right. So the next cards we got are let's go this one. This is Beyond Lemuria. Let's see what we've got from Beyond Lemuria for this full moon, this moon cycle reading. Oh, haven't been doing readings. Oh, what have we got for a while? These are the first ones I've done for a couple of weeks, I guess. She of the Lotus. Right. This is like looking, but not just the, the top of our water, the top of our emotion, looking into the depth of your emotions and the deep, darker spots of your emotions and really processing those. Like, we know that the Lotus is an unfurling, and she of the Lotus is unfurling, but she embraces both sides of her emotions inside of this. All right, so... she's a really strong entity in the deck, the She of the Lotus, growing and unfurling as a person while we embrace both our shadow and our light and work with both sides of our Kundalini energy. All right, and one more. I'm going to get this from the spellcaster. All right, one more for this moon cycle reading for the water element. What do we got? Whoop. You have fertility. So you're going into a fertile period. This is a fertile period of abundance. This is very Empress sort of energy. So Virgo energy, but that sensual abundance and fertile period of your own being, right? And your own spirit. All right, there's a long draw inside of all of this. All right. So I'm going to use the green wood, and we're going to go through now and go through all of these different spots. We're going to go through the waning, what came out of that big moon, and then we're going to go into the dark. Oh, there you are. What came out of the waning for the water element? Exploitation. All right, this is manifesting your honey, putting your bees in a trap, like really manifesting your honey, putting yourself in the middle of it, all right? And so it's exploiting yourself and putting it in the physical world and really trying to get that abundance and manifesting the stuff that you want, that you desire out of that moon. All right, that was our waning. That's what drew out of that. So the next is the dark moon, which is sort of now. All right, this is joy. This is finding emotional joy, right? Finding the bits that fill your cup. And we've got the 1 cup, which is your emotional new beginnings, and 2, which is our attractions, but this is that third energy of creating joy, and joy in our hearts and joy in our situation, right? So this is a dark element that you might be having to deal with, finding joy as well. Can be worked both ways, because we're talking about the dark side of the moon inside of our moon cycle, our big moon cycle in the winter solstice and the summer solstice. All right, so... the next card is actually the new moon. So what are we going to put our intentions into? Where are we going to activate in this new moon for the water people? All right, harvest. What you put in is what you get out. Your faith, your being, your actual harvesting, you reap what you sow in here, sort of things, right? So this is of your faith, and this is a triumph card. All right, so you're going to put it into triumphing of your faith in your spirit and actually manifesting again, number 6 again, like and manifesting inside of that situation, right? Inside of your new moon. So this is about, you know, your harvest, what you reap, you sow, what you put in, the seeds you sow, is what you get out. So then we're going to go to the waxing moon. I'm going to do confirmation cards in a minute over the top of all of this, right, with the muse deck. All right, but we're going into the waxing moon. So it just says, you know, what are we building up? How we build up our intentions into the full moon, into this full moon in June. All right, what have we got? Oh, dedication. So this is really getting dedicated in your thoughts, what you have actually brought in and the inspiration that comes in your being, like, and really being able to dedicate your actual thoughts and your progress and where this needs to go, and really keeping a refined mind on this, all right? Keeping down your struggles, keeping down your worries, and really being dedicated to your mental being inside of here and your mental conquests inside. Finishing off courses, finishing off stuff, really honing in on your mental stability and honing in that you can be dedicated in your mind, right? This can be with meditation as well, being dedicated to progressive outcomes, like knowing not to let your worries get in the way, you know, really training your mental thoughts and mental processes. All right, but dedicating your mind to something. Okay, so the next card is full moon. What are we going to do with the full moon in this cycle, this June full moon? All right, this is what we've got for the June full moon. All right. This is faith, this is spirit, this is trusting your intuitions, this is watching out for the signs, this is watching out for coins and feathers, this is seeing that your intuition is on and you really are in key with everything. Like, and so this is a real spiritual little kid that could be real little flame, but it's a real busy sort of energy on a spiritual level, really like seeing what sort of, listening to the things that come in and listening to the universe and how we're walking into the world and in the tune and the vibration. All right, this is good. This is good, water people. All right, so I'm going to do some confirmations cards over this. So, coming out of that waning moon, unfurling the she of the lotus. All right, coming out, exploitation. Really manifesting stuff in your physical plane, because there's a generosity of stuff, generosity of soul going on around you, people filling each other's cups. Like, there's generosity of the people, like, and love around you. And so this is really seeing the abundance, being grateful for abundance, having gracious reciprocity. Yes, gracious reciprocity, like in here, like, I'm really receiving that love, right, inside of this, coming out of that moon is what we got. So here, where we are now, sort of in the dark side of pyramid, what do we got? All right, there's joy in the dark side and trying to find the joy inside of this circumstance, but there's a certain amount of responsibility, and this is spiritual responsibility. All right, it's taking responsibility for the things that you know are the things you respect in yourself and the power of yourself and the things that deserve your attention and your morals and your, you know, and this is, you really have been willing to carry the burden. You're willing to step up inside of this card, right, and be responsible for what you take home and what it is, what the magic is that's in this urn, right? There's magic in that urn, look. All right, so the joy and the magic of dedication to that, right, to your responsibilities. Okay, so what have we got going into the new moon? What is our activation? What are people? All right, it's harvest, and the devil is in the details, right? All right, this is being challenged. This is being challenged by all of the raw physical traits in the world, of all of your temperaments, of all your habits and those sort of things. This is exposing skeletons in your closet. This is really you going through that she of the lotus. So you're going through your dark period and understanding the depth of your darkness and what you carry, all right? Because that way you are aware. It's your building block. It's your foundations. And if you set it well, you will climb the mountain, right? All right, because this is a Capricorn energy. This is about your building blocks and stepping stones and everything being dotted and, you know, being tested by the devil. But you're going to hear this is a triumph card over the top. So maybe this is about triumphing over those devils. Spiritually triumph is what those two cards is, over a devil influence inside of there. Oh, big, big, big water people. Okay, so the next card is what we were saying. This is your waxing, right? And so this is the build-up, that, you know, the last push, making your mind dedicated, right? Not being distracted by the devil, making your mind dedicated, right? So this is moving forward energy. This is the hearth fire. This is like turning all your wands in and making some magic happen. This is really like really pushing and drive and driven energy and action energy, and it's on, right? And we're talking about like dedication to this inside of this. Like this path is progressive and it's spiritual and it is moving forward, and it's about the hearth and the hearth fire. And you're being dedicated in your mind to what that is and what that call and what you're driving yourself to in this, moving up into the full moon in June, right? Here we are. All right, so with this little spirited being, we are gonna, in the full moon, the Hierophant. All right, now, remembering that this energy is inside of you, this muse is inside of you, there is judgment inside of this. There are things that are said, there are things that are coming into their own energy, and this can be legal, but this is being recognized, and this is marriages as well. This Hierophant, when we come up against it, and it asks them to say, you are as big as the situation, you are part of that muse, right? You're part of this situation, so your spirit is as big as that of the Hierophant. Your spirit, you are part of that cycle, and stepping up inside of that. All right, interesting going into that full moon. So I'm going to follow through with Cancer. If you are Scorpio or Pisces, go into the timestamps, and you'll be able to go into the description and you go to the timestamps and you can hit like, and it'll move on to yours. And I'm going to do a layer over the top with a different deck, right? Another tarot deck on top, one more to go. So if you're Cancer, everybody, thanks for hanging around. If you are go to the other ones. So Cancer, we're going to move forward for you with the Alright, so with this is animal totem. Alright, let's see what we got going on in here to add to this. Alright, so we're going to start with this 6 and this 9. The 6 of stones, which is really manifesting, like, and manifesting, you know, your bees in a trap, like, and really getting that to move. And there's a lot of emotional support, and there's a lot of love around your situation. What else have we got? So this is coming out of that full moon. You've got a lot. Oh, I forgot the 9 of Pentacles. All right, this is a slow and steady sort of person. This is like a card of independence, and this is a long-lived independence. You got your traditions. You know exactly where where you've come in and where your stability is inside of your life, and your pace, and you carry it home with you. All right, this can be this is an independent card. Like, can be some of an independent soul that's like quite traveling independently. But this is, you sort of, this 9 and 9, so we've got these end of cycles, nice big ones. So this is going with this manifestation and really this generosity, and there's a real paced thing inside of here in your own liberated soul. Inside of that, that's what's come out of that moon. So here we are in the darkness. It's finding the joy and the where you're taking your responsibility in here. Where your responsibility and how you find joy is your dark period in this. What else do we have for Cancer? What else do I have for Cancer? Ooh, you can go there. Oh, all right. This is about to, whatever you're in, is going to take full steam ahead. You've been going through your dark night. You've been going through your shear of the lotus, right? You've been going through it. It's time to take a leap of faith, and it's a fertile period, right? But this is really taking it on. You're ready to take on a new challenge inside of this with this Orca. See it? Powerful, powerful change, taking it on, driven forward, the Chariot, in a real practical, methodical way. All right, so that's your dark moon. So what have we got for the new moon in June? New moon in June. All right, so we've got the Page of Pentacles. All right, so this might be a new job. This might mean that when you harvest and we go through these devils, because we've got the devil and the harvest still sitting here, right? So this is like, practical, one step at a time. You might see, new job, new location, go on a little bit of like a travel, maybe a journey inside of here. But there's a reaping a soul, and you've been through, and you're going through this dark period, and you're stepping over or working with the devil inside of there. But here we have like this real like Page energy. It's really strong, like making a home perhaps, like inside of your new moon wishes, creating stability on a real physical plane for you, something new inside of there, not continuation. All right, so that's our new moon. What do we have for our waxing moons? This is the build-up. This is our activation. This is our build-up. What have we got for the Cancer? Alright, so 9 of Arrows. We've got dedication of your mind to really push forward inside of something and really use your strength. This is about strength and power. This is about determination. This is about, see that fierce badger. This badger, honey beater, honey eater, like fierce, right? Badger, like, and this is like fierce, you're moving forward. This is really protecting and standing up on your own and really your willpower and your strength and your determination. Alright, to push forward inside of this, into the full moon. Alright, so we've got your inspiration, things are coming, there's some sort of like marriage, deal, settlement, like something's coming out inside of all of this, and you've got a strength inside of that, tying up some sort of ending maybe. Alright, so, and you have the strength and power inside of that negotiation. It's an equal negotiation inside of here. Alright, so with this faith being and that, which what have we got? So into the full moon. And the Page of Swords. Right, the Page of Swords is a lot more like messages coming in. So I'm going to say that you've got messages, not just of faith coming in. You're going to have messages, text messages, emails. There's going to be a lot of communication coming on into this full moon. And so this might be a lot across these contracts or whatever this is inside. But there's a lot of communication going on. There's a lot of communication of faith from the spirit realm. There's a lot of communication in like in text or writing or conversations and communications that you've got going on inside of your cycles inside of here. All right, so there's going to be a lot of talk and a lot of banter, and it looks like you're going to have something full and going to fruition and step forward inside of here, something to really talk about, drive about. All right, Cancer, thank you very much for being here. I really love that you liked it. If you like it, that's great that you're still here, and I hope that you have a great moon, and I will catch you on the flip side. Thank you very much, Cancer. All right, so I'm going to move on, to, where do we go? To Scorpio. Oh, Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. I'm going to use the Winchester. All right, so what do we got here? We have the 6 of Stones, so manifesting. All right, and we're going through our dark and our light. We're opening up our she of the lotus. All right, so we have one there to go here. So we've got the 9 of emotions, and this has been what we came out of the moon with, like our big, like eclipse moon with. And so you came out with this 6 of Stones, manifesting yourself and the abundance of people around you and love. And so you're actually making your money and you've got an abundance of love and people around you. All right. And what else have we got? The 6 of Cups. This is a reunion. This is a reunion with yourself. This is a reunion with the bits and pieces that, you know, from your childhood, from your, maybe somebody coming back from the past. All right, but this is reconnecting with childhood dreams and stuff. So this is good. We've got 6 of Stones, 6 of Cups. It's sort of a manifesting energy on a love energy. And there's a lot of, so this might have people come back and you've got a community around you. Scorpio. All right, so we've got the dark side. So it's finding the joy inside of the responsibility, what you know your responsibility is and how you connect with that. Like this can be a siblings card and how you connect through maybe your responsibility to that. Right, but this is the dark side of what you're going through with the moon, which is about now. Sort of energy. Scorpio, what have we got for this June moon? For our dark side of the moon. For Scorpio. Come on, one card. Oh, there. So we'll take that one. All right, you are the King of Wands. We've got the King of Wands. This is a man of faith. This is a strong, passionate, maybe Aries energy, maybe not. This is King, but this is passionate, drive, driven. You are the control of your passionate energies. It's the King of the inspiration and our spirited beings. So it's very, you might be sexual energy inside of there, real strong energy is what you've got going inside of there. Your fire-driven soul to your responsibilities and your joy. All right. So we also have, that's our dark moon going to the new moon. So the new moon coming up in June. All right, so we're going to reap what you sow, and it's on both levels. It's going through your dark night as well, going through your she of the lotus, really taking a leap to embrace your inner child and really run with that. Right? And you've got a fertile energy going around here. This is fertile, loving, and abundant, right? And so here we have, like, but the challenge is to the hurdles of the devil, right? Which is dealing with your own temperaments. But inside of here, we've got the Queen of Wands. Now, this is interesting. These two falling after each other could be a very heated, passionate partnership. They are the King and Queen sitting next to each other. So running next to each other, this may be a partnership in dealing with and how you make spiritual abundance and how you get that together with the devil inside of here. All right, and working out the details. All right, but this is Spirited Queen. She is passionate, and it really is about going into this new moon, really trusting your passionate instincts on a real material mother, like really taking action. There's some action energy inside of this, and dealing with the devils in the details and the skeletons that are in your closets, and you know, to make sure that you've got everything also tied up, Scorpio. So that is what we're going in with intent into the next moon in June as we go through into the solstice. We also have our waxing moon. So wax on, wane off. No, I got that wrong the other day in the group. All right, but straight out. Oh, wrong card, wrong deck. Interesting. All right, so what have we got on top of this? So we're going to be dedicated to our energy, Scorpio. We are got our hearth fire. We are driven forward. Excellent. All right. The moon was there, but we also have the lovers. So this is all around. We do have lovers. We have passion on the table. We've got generosity of the heart. We've got a lot of things sitting in here. All right, so it's dealing with it perhaps like in the new moon is going through, you know, what it is that are the stumbling blocks and the hurdles. We've got a very passionate union going on inside of this, and it's driven and being dedicated to that actual mind, your mindset and your passion heart set. All right, because we do have a marriage, and then we have intuition, and we have things coming through, and this is making you in a better place. It's saying you are where the muse is. This is where this card sits in with this Hierophant. You are part of that. You are part of this union. You are part of that strength of the Hierophant, all right? And that judgment, perhaps. All right, one more for the full moon. So we're going into with lovers. This is big, heart-driven stuff. We're building up that energy. And you've been building up since the waxing moon, right? So, one more, Scorpio. What have we got for Scorpio? The Nine of Cups again. All right, so there's generosity inside of this with this page and the Hierophants that are sitting here on the table, this page of wands being of faith and passion. And so we've got all three except the Knight, actually. And then the Knight is the Bachelor out of the three. So the Bachelor is out. All right, so this is, right, bringing in that page and that inspiration and the, you know, we've got everything sitting in here. We really are talking about this generosity again. Everything around the cups on the table, all being full. So this is a good move for you, Scorpio. It's really dealing with some depth, this She of the Lotus and the Devil card in there, really are. But it is talking about taking a leap of your heart, like, and there is lovers on the table. There's a King and Queen on the table of passion inside of here. And this sort of marriage card with the Hierophant card being inside of you. Triumph and abundance inside of here on a physical realm and a spiritual realm. This is actually good cards for you, Scorpio. I hope that resonates and you have a great June moon. We'll catch you in another reading. I will catch you later. Thank you very much, Scorpio. All right. So one to go, which is Pisces. All right, Pisces. Let's round up on the table with Pisces. So I'm going to go with the lights here. All right, Pisces. So here we have it. Pisces, on the board, we already come out of this moon with this, you know, manifesting your abundance, the bees in a trap, really focusing on your physical abundance and really putting yourself in and what you put, making your honey inside of it all. And we've got the emotions and connections of everybody around you, right? Right, and we're dealing with some of the dark side of ourselves, but it's time to take a leap into your beliefs, right? This is where we are. Okay. So the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords, Pisces, is saying that there's a little bit of like the end of communications. Maybe there's some things that no longer serve, or there's something that you're walking away. Maybe there's something that you need to teach, because sometimes this moves on that you become the teacher instead of the you know the lesson or the master or the student, right? Inside of this perpetual cycle. And so we have this abundance and emotion, but it might be finishing off also courses and those sort of things, you know, and really working on that one bit of dedication to where we are, to that next bit. All right, so that is for our Pisces. All right, so that is for the waning moon, right? So we came out of the Pisces waning moon, we came out of the eclipse moon, and here we are waning, and that's what we've drawn out of it, right? And so this might be a bit of redrawing on conversation as well. It's when you choose to have them and when you choose not to as well in this connect. All right, so this is our dark part of the moon, Pisces. Right, and so the dark card is finding the joy when you got the responsibilities. And you know the responsibilities that you choose to carry are the ones you've made from what you respect, what your magic is, what your being is, right? And you choose it. And so it's about finding the joy inside of the dark of all of them. Right, I'm going to take that card. Right, because there's a certain amount of insecurities. You feel like there's something at play in the dark. It's like you don't necessarily feel like that you're all secure and stuff. And maybe it's that you're worried about providing the security, but it's worried about like making sure. But this is a 7, so we are sort of healing. So you're about write down your insecurities. Don't write down your worries. Write down where you think that the devil is in the details. This is a real sort of get them out, right? You know what your responsibilities are, and you've got a certain amount of worries to go with them and the insecurities to go with them. So finding how do you make that joy inside of that scenario, like Pisces, is a real it's a hard balance inside of there sometimes, right? All right, but we know that we're going to triumph because the devil is in the details, right? You might be being tested by the devils, but we're going to be dedicated, all right? This is our new moon. So coming out of this dark moon and we're dealing with our insecurities, we move into this new moon, our new 6 of Wands, right? All right, let's see, Pisces, what have we got to go with this 6 of Wands? Manifesting. Right, put in the hard work and dedication in and effort, knowing that the devil's in the details, and that's what you got to be. All right, because we're going to put attention into creating the home, what the legacy is, right? Right, we're manifesting all this strength. We've put all this stuff in where you actually reap what you sow, and you've put all that in. And this is about your home. This is about your family. This is about your legacy. This is about your children. This is about like what actually your physical realm, like right, your house and your being, right? And so our temporal being, right? And the strength inside of that, and that's where we're going to take action and manifest. This is where this drive of our heart is going, all right? So we're taking our dedication, and this is how our wax on. We're going to build up to really hone in our mind and our dedication to it, and what this hearth fire is, and really moving forward on that, right? To look after our home. All right, 2 more cards to go, Pisces. Here we are, manifesting to go forward. All right, so what are we going to build up into the full moon? This last bit of what do we add to the pot in our waxing is the sun. Add your sunshine. This is childlike. This is going with your leap of faith. Look at them. Look at them both with their hands out, taking that leap of faith. Go on out and enjoy it. Really enjoy the sun. All right, you know the good. You know where it all is. You know where the source of your light is really out there. And take that abundance and go out into the universe. We are provided with this beautiful energy every day, Pisces, right? All right, but your beautiful strength of your heart, dedication, and really letting the sunshine into your life. All right, so going into the full moon, one more. When we really look at these cards, we're going, there's this spirited little, little being, and there's, this judgment and this battle, and it's about a marriage. It's a marriage of, and it is a strength and a real triumph card inside of here, and that you are part of all of the strength of this. All right. And we've got the world turning, Pisces, right? So when we're talking about the wheel of fortune, sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down. We've got the Torah in the middle of that card. Always is. It's really interesting. I always find that that's in that card. And so this, Pisces, is really about knowing that the world is going to turn. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down, and that wheel of fortune, that it really does spin inside of here. But know that you've got the strength. Know that you have the strength inside of this. You have the strength inside of this to win. You have the strength inside of this and the judgment and everything to move forward, right? Inside of this, the sun is shining on stuff, right? You've taken your responsibilities. We're looking at the hearth and home and really battling the strength of those, moving forward, looking at the sun, really dedicating your mind to what that is, right? And a better future for yourself, because there's been decisions and there's stuff being made and there's inspiration inside of this, looking for the signs and symbols, right? Take a leap. Pisces, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you have a good moon cycle, and I will catch you in one of my other readings. I hope you enjoyed this. Bye.